Hello everyone, my name is LittleMcglitch. Welcome to part 2 of my Let's Play of Megaman 6. In part 1, we have beaten Plant Man and Flame Man, gotten both the Rush Jet Adapter and the Rush Power Adapter, and now for this video here, we'll be going through Tomahawk Man and Night Man. With that said, without further ado, let's get this stage started. Truly one of my favorite stages, one of my favorite bosses, one of my favorite characters in all of Mega Man. Just, again, with Mega Man 6 being my favorite Mega Man game of all time, I am heavily biased to this game. I'm sorry. The nostalgia is really kicking in. And, hopefully you guys don't mind. But yeah. When they have more stuff coming out from Mega Man Maker, I will be doing a live stream where I'll be recreating this exact stage in Mega Man Maker. In fact, actually, I want to see how many Mega Man stages I can recreate from Mega Man 6 in a little bit here. I need to check to see what all the stuff they have, and then afterwards we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. Or what other stuff I can recreate. Ooh, thank you, Eddie, for the extra life. Oh. Might want to show you guys the animations, just so you can see what they look like. Jet Megaman! Such fun. Mega Man 6 is really good. That's really good. I also like Mega Man 3 a lot too as well. Some people diss me a little bit because they don't like Mega Man 3 as much as I do. Mega Man 3 is a little bit iffy of a game. It does drag out for a little while, so I understand that. But you also gotta understand that the game was made back in, like, literally 1980s, 1990s. You know, it came after Mega Man 2. So, to bring out a better audience, they bring out more audiences, you know, more people. They brought back Mega Man 2 enemies into the game and the Dr. Bot stages. You know, quite unnecessary, but you gotta realize that, you know, marketing and what that has to do to make people actually buy the game and stuff. It's all like, oh, you like Mega Man 2? Well, Mega Man 2 enemies are also in this stage, you know, also in this game. And then, just the other stuff too as well with it, like, people tell me about the whole soft lock thing. That is very, very frustrating and stuff. Being a experienced Mega Man player, you should have no trouble at all, really. Like, you really shouldn't be using up Rush Jet or Rush Coil that much to where you physically soft lock yourself, forcing you to reset the whole game. And here's something else too as well, like, you don't have to do the whole game all over again. The game has a password system, and if you're not utilizing it, then that's on you. It's 1990, you know, 1989, 1990, like, of course games are going to be buggy and glitchy. Like, it's a 30-year-old game. Like, you have a lot of problems with it, yes, but like, you gotta help appreciate what it did bring to the table. It brought Rush, it brought the slide, just stuff that would be experimented on in the future for more Mega Man games, just for an even better Mega Man experience. And it does provide a good experience. Don't get me wrong, like, the game has problems. There are, you know, the criticism is there. Like, you can criticize the game all you want, but don't say it's a bad game because of certain difficulties that you have with it. And my point could be invalid, your point could be invalid, I don't know. I just know that it's not as bad as people say it is what I'd say. You know, same thing with other games like Mega Man 6. Mega Man 5 actually is my least favorite out of all of them. I can't figure out why Mega Man 5 is my least favorite out of all of them, or I'm talking about the main 6. I'm not talking about anything dealing with 7, 8, 9, or 10. But the main 6 Mega Man games, Mega Man 5 is my least favorite. It never really clicked for me. It is a good Mega Man game, you know. A good Mega Man game and a bad Mega Man game, it's quite subjective. Let me see here. Megaman 2 isn't as great as you may say it is, so like people just overhype it. But like Megaman 4 is way better than Megaman 2, I can tell you that for sure. If I say it's better than Megaman 6, probably. I mean, like, Megaman 6 kinda is one of the easiest out of all of them, but it doesn't mean it's bad because it's easy. You know, it's just people crying about games being too hard all the time. They're just like, oh, this game's too hard and stuff, and it's all like, it's just get good. Megaman 6 is unfair, yes, but like, if you have the skills for it, then you can go ahead and beat the game quite easily, especially when you know what you're doing, you know, utilizing the game mechanics and just being an experienced gamer and stuff. And other things too is what people have about different games. Is that they're too hard or they're unfair, but they're trial and error games, you know? Like, you're not going to beat them your first try. You're not going to beat them your second try. It's going to take time to get better at the game in order for you to beat them in general. And to whine about them being too hard or unfair, I mean, it was designed to be that way. The developers know that the game was hard, but like, that was the fun of it. You know, if it's artificial challenge, I understand why people will be annoyed by it, but if it's a game like, let's say, original Super Mario Bros. For the NES, beating that game world from world can be pretty challenging. And then if you get a game over, you gotta start back at the very beginning of the game. You know, it's unforgiving. Like, that game can be unforgiving at times. Same thing with Megaman. You know, the Yellow Devil was a beast. He literally the most difficult boss of that entire game, in my opinion. So like, you know, it's just kind of troublesome a little bit to where people do say stuff like that. And I find about games being too difficult too as well, but like, you just gotta get better at it. You gotta get at it more. The reward is gonna be way successful that you yourself took the time to actually play through the game and beat it, you know. Let me show off the power adapter. I didn't mean to go on a whole rant about games being difficult or not, but like, you gotta understand that games were designed like that for a purpose. And again, criticism is placed where it can be correct, but no need to whine too much about it, if that makes any sense. No slide. Power adapter. Okay, I'm doing way worse than I should be. There we go. A little victory. But yeah, that was Nightman, everyone. That was Tomahawk Man and Nightman. Hopefully this is all good. Again, I'm doing all of this in one setting because I'm super hype. Want to keep going, keep this train going. But yeah. Some of the Megaman 6 weapons I hardly ever really use, but a lot of them can be really good. Like, Flame Blast, it destroys one of those big enemies in like 3 hits, and it's quite powerful for a weapon, you know? I didn't even realize that it, you know, this destroyed enemies like that. Same thing with Centaur Man's weapon too as well, but more on that later. Alright, we went through Nightman and Tomahawk Man stage. For the next part, we'll be going through Yamato Man and Centaur Man. And with this said, without further ado, my name is LittleMcglitch, and I'm signing out.